cyberpunks and retro nerds? Welcome back to another edition of Neon Trash. It is officially the month of December, and tonight is Johnny Rocket's Picks. We're doing a double feature. Johnny, what's the first flick, and what's the second flick?
Oh, well, first reel is a little special from our childhoods. We're going to dial it back to 1988 and Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special.
Yeah.
That's right, folks. For those of you who may remember the show, there actually was one Christmas special that they made. I don't know if they were going to make it anymore, but I mean, it made through 5 seasons of the show. Got one Christmas special, couple of crazy movies, and yeah, I just thought, dude, it's December, man. It's time to get into some Christmas shit, yo. And what better way to start off a wacky month of December with some horrible belches and some Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Hell yeah. What you got second on the docket for tonight?
Numero dos. Well, to continue with our holiday themes of comedies and whatnot, we're going to go with an action comedy, Hot Fuzz!
Yeah.
Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. Oh yeah, I love this movie. It is fucking hilarious. These guys are so funny, and it's been a hot minute since I've seen this.
Let's start with the Pee-wee's Christmas Special. I fucked that up.
It's the Yuletide gift of the season. Music, mania, stars, and more. The Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special, Wednesday.
This is gonna be fun!
We just got done watching Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. And, I mean, we talk about trips down memory lane. This has so many cameo appearances by famous, like, actors and singers, like, from, like, many different, like, genres, honestly. Like, this was, like, harking back to, like, you know, the 60s and even 50s with some of the people that were in this. You know, not to mention, like, more modern-day stars like Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey. You know, but you also had people like Dinah Shore in this as well, you know, and Cher, who, you know, has been famous well before this, and was, of course, well famous after this, but still, there was just tons of celebrities in this, and they still managed to put, like, together a cohesive story.
Like these two boys here, I grew up with Paul Rubens' Pee-wee's Playhouse, his movies, him as a central pop culture figure of my childhood and my teenage years. He even did some characters in the Cheech and Chong movies. So, I mean, Pee-wee was always there in my life, and he's an important pop cultural and significant character, you know, for me, personally speaking. So, like, I can definitely get on board with Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special here.
Growing up, like waking up on Saturday mornings, this would come on. And I'd be excited when I was really young. I'm like, oh my God, Pee-wee's Playhouse, yes, yes, yes. I wanted to live in that house. I wanted that chair. I wanted that door. Yes. I wanted all those visitors. Yes. I wanted that.
Right?
That was me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That guy.
so anyway. But yeah, not just like the whole, like, you know, different people, like the celebrities, stuff like that. It was also not about that. It also was the different eras that actually came in up into, what, 88, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late
All the way
80s,
up,
yeah.
all the way up into then. It was like, oh my God, I remember that. Oh my God, I remember that because all my parents would show me all these videos, all these shows, all these cartoons, all these
Right,
like,
so you knew who
everything.
these celebrities were.
I knew them when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, as they say.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was a treat to go back and watch this.
You know, being at my dad's, like, he would let us watch one thing on Saturday mornings, and that was Pee-wee's Playhouse, because he loved it too, you know? So, I mean, such a part of my childhood, and, I mean, this is just so epic. How can I give this any less than 10 stars?
Whoa!
10 stars!
Hey, remember-
For Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. This was amazing.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
I'm gonna have to echo Rocket over here. For me, an 80s baby, born 1981. I grew up with this man, I grew up with his show, I grew up with Saturday morning cartoons when that concept actually fucking mattered, and yeah, maybe it's nostalgia, maybe people can't relate, I don't give a flying fuck. This is getting 10 motherfucking stars! Haze.
Well, I know you are, but what am I? Anyway, so yeah, this for me definitely a 10 because of the fact that it's nostalgia. It's a good time with my friends, and it's just funny, all around fun.
With that being said, guys, we're moving on to the second leg of our double feature.
That's right.
That-
We're watching Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, you know this routine. Check out the trailer.
Peep that shit!
We'll be right back, motherfuckers. Bye!
nothing, man. This is about to go off. That is amazing.
So we just got done watching Hot Fuzz. And man, oh man, Shevitz, I watched this movie through a completely different set of eyes, honestly. Like, I remember this being funny. I remember it, it being, kind of a, tongue-in-cheek when it comes to, action and suspense and horror films and everything. But man, like, I really didn't even recognize, it took me watching it with Tom here to go, oh, this is, a nod to Fulci. Oh, this is harkening back to this movie or that movie. I'm like, oh man, you're right. Oh man, you're right. And it's like, man, this is such a love letter to those genres. Like, you don't even realize unless you've watched all those already. Like, Edgar Wright is seriously like penning a love letter to all those horror, suspense, movies of the past. And blending it with this wonderful British sense of humor on top of it, like,
yes,
man, and they're seriously like, they're, you can't even call them like corny throwbacks to things like Bad Boys because it's done with such love and care. Like, they really do, they all love this stuff, you know. So, and it really comes through in this movie. I can't give this thing anything less than 9 stars, honestly. This is 9 out of 10 for me. I love it. Tommy, does it tickle your fancy? It tickled my fancy.
Definitely tickles my fancy. Huge Edgar Wright fan here. Johnny Boy here is absolutely right. The nods to the Italian Euro Giallo scene are definitely apparent from, the opening scenes to the middle scenes to the final scenes. And Edgar Wright, I mean, the man knows his horror movies. You had it with Shaun of the Dead, and you've got it right here with Hot Fuzz. This might not be my favorite Edgar Wright movie. Shaun of the Dead is definitely a strong contender for numero uno, but this is also an excellent follow-up. So if you're watching Shaun of the Dead, you might as well follow it up with Hot Fuzz. Out of 10 stars, I'm going to give this movie right here a solid 9 out of 10.
Ow!
Bam! Hayes, hit him.
Well, never seen it before. First time watching it tonight with these guys. And needless to say, I was very impressed. I liked it a lot. Like everything, they're doing nods to all these different things and genres and all the stuff that we actually did grow up watching. And also the soundtrack was awesome and reminiscent of, like, say, A Lethal Weapon. Say, like, Bad Boys. Say, Beverly Hills Cop even.
Yes!
I mean, it just was funny. There's still, like, it was an actual good story in the background. And, so, it's like a perfect movie for a night like this.
Yeah.
Especially for a double feature.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, for me, out of the 10 stars, I'll give this a solid 9.5.
Oh my goodness!
Because it was just that good. It was just that good.
Yes.
Good time.
If you're looking for something for the adults, late night, drinking some beers with the boys, check out the old Hot Fuzz perfect selection for the month of December. I hope I've been informative, motherfuckers. Until the next time, tune in to Neon Trash.